What's up everyone and welcome back to yet another episode of Retail Nightmares. Tonight on Retail Nightmares, we're going to take a look at customers versus the employees. These are moments where the customers don't get their way and they lose it. Now we have a lot of angry customers to get through, so we're going to have to jump right into it. Okay, so this Karen is pointing his finger in the face of other customers, calling them brainwashed and abusing them too. This was all because this Karen was refusing to wear a mask and he was asked to leave the premise because he was denied service. This Karen completely snapped and started claiming that his country was better before other ethnicities came to his country, belittling everybody and threatening them, and even going as far as to claim that they're a part of cults. Like I said, this all started because he wouldn't wear a mask and was confronted for this reason and asked to leave the premise. This Karen completely lost his cool at the employees and also the customers. I'm actually surprised that he didn't pass out from all of the yelling he did, because this is one of the worst customers I have ever seen. Let's have a look.
Okay, you don't have a clue. And you, buddy, you're disrespecting Karen yourself. You're being brainwashed, you. Why don't you come to this country and be like everybody else? I never knew how good this country was till you thought how good our people was till you moved here. Okay, Dad? Yeah, put me on.
What's your name?
I never knew how good our country was till you people moved here. Because Canadians are the nicest people in the world. And your belief system is not better than our laws. You got that, buddy?
You're nice, yeah. He's so nice.
Believe what you want to believe.
What's your name,
I
though?
want to get out of here. My name is the White Man Bingo.
Okay.
Hey, don't talk on my beard.
What?
Don't talk on my beard. Okay?
I can talk about your beard for what? Don't you put your foot up. You know why I can talk about your beard? Because in this country, my whole life I was growing up, whenever I go, I shave and cut my hair and I look good. That's why I can tell you that.
Alright, so this gentleman came into this food restaurant and basically noticed that the server didn't have his mask over his nose at all, and it was also barely covering his mouth. This customer then asked the employee to wear his mask correctly, as he is handling food and talking to a lot of customers, but for some reason this really offended the employee and actually made the employee snap at the customer for asking him to wear his mask. The gentleman then got really angry back at the employee and told him to put his mask on, otherwise he would slap him, to which the employee still refused to put the mask on correctly, and this was a huge problem for the customer. He's literally serving food and serving customers. This left the customer with no other choice but to literally do what he says, so let's see how that goes for him.
I'm gonna have to ask you to step back.
Because
I'm gonna have to ask you to step back.
I got customers,
Make sure
okay?
the mask over your nose.
I got customers,
You're not wearing your
okay,
mask properly.
that want to ring out. Can you please step away from the cash register?
Absolutely.
My God, can you please step
Absolutely.
away from the cash register? Just step back there.
We step back right there, Hen.
Thank you.
Now wear your mask properly, because you're
the
breathing
motherfucker.
over our food and it's COVID. So we need your mask over your nose.
You need to step back.
I'm here stepping back. Who the f yelling at?
I'm yelling at you.
Down, slap the Come here. Come here.
Okay, so this Karen was in a drive-thru demanding the employees' names and information to take them to corporate because she wasn't happy with the service. That was before this Karen threatened to ram the other people's cars who were in front of her, because this Karen wanted to leave immediately and claims that she felt unsafe. So in an attempt to get out of the area that she felt unsafe in, she decided that she was going to ram her car out of the parking lot and through the other cars. The employee actually had to call the authorities because this Karen was so belligerent and just wanted to abuse everybody. This Karen started touching the employees and thought that it was okay to touch and abuse them, which is what led this situation to escalate so poorly. Another bystander was also claiming that she smelled like she had had way too much to drink and she was putting her hands on the stuff, so let's see how that goes for her.
Move the away, or I'm gonna feel unsafe and I'm gonna ram your car.
Right now, you're being the aggressor.
Matt, I'm letting you
need to
know.
stop
I
harassing
feel
our
do
customer.
not.
Hey.
I feel do
Go
not.
back in your
I don't
car.
feel it. I don't. I don't
can
feel
go around.
safe.
Don't harass them. They're not
I
doing
don't feel
anything to
safe
you.
to go
They're
around.
parked for a reason.
I'm letting
got
you
your
know.
I'm calling the cops.
Have you been
Good.
drinking?
She's all fucked
No,
up.
I have not.
You certainly sound like you're high
So
or
I'm
drunk.
letting you
I'm
know.
calling the cops.
Good.
Don't harass them.
Call the cops.
They're not doing anything.
I
to you.
don't
You
feel
can go around.
safe.
Why? Because
and
you're
I'm
all
not
drugged out.
going. I'm not
You're
going
drugged out.
around.
Leave them alone.
I'm
They're
not
not doing
going
anything
around.
to you. I parked them for a
I'm
reason.
letting you know
Okay?
that I don't feel safe to go around.
Get out my
That
face.
is
Stop.
fine.
Stop it right now.
Touch me.
No. With you.
You had her just touched me. You had her finger right here. What do you expect her to do? No. Oh, this is great.
I got your license number. I work at DMV, you're gonna get in a
Oh, I am.
Okay, so this Karen was accused of shoplifting as well as not following the store policies such as wearing a mask, and for this reason the Karen was denied service. This Karen refused to believe that he was denied service and actually got really confrontational over the ordeal. The Karen refuses to believe that he's not allowed to buy anything because, and I quote, "This is America." Before this, Karen lost his cool at all of the employees and calling him all sorts of names. The manager actually had to come over and intervene and call the authorities on this Karen because he quite simply just refused to leave and couldn't believe that they could deny him service. Let's have a look.
What the f are you doing, bro? I didn't take nothing. I didn't take nothing, bro. How the f I'm not taking anything, dude? You're hella, bro. How do I need you to leave this store, bro? I put 2 bottles right there in my thing that I'm gonna pay for. How the f are you tripping on me, dude?
You need to leave the store. You're not going to talk to
Why?
people like that.
Why? Why do I need to leave the store, dude? Why do I need to leave the store? Why do I need to leave the store, bro?
Okay, thank you.
Why do I need to leave the store, bro? Why?
What do you mean why? I'm not going to get into a conversation.
Why
You
though,
need to go.
dude? Why,
You need to
dude?
go.
No, why, bro? I didn't take nothing, dude. There's nothing in my bag. Look, dude.
That's fine.
All I have is that in your.
Alright, so this lady came home to find an Amazon delivery driver had just finished delivering a package to her home, and basically this driver had to drive through some very muddy driveway to get onto her property, and the lawn was actually so muddy that he severely dug his tires into the grass, which caused a huge issue if she wanted to drive over it in the future. The driver definitely took a lot of grass out of her property and dug a huge hole which would stop her from being able to drive over the property. The thing is though, this driver obviously had no choice but to drive on top of her property to access the house and deliver the package, but this lady is not very happy with what had happened, so let's have a look and see why.
I don't understand, like, what's the problem? I understand it's just mud.
This?
Like, I hit a house, hit a car, hit a tree, and everything.
How am I gonna fix this?
Ma'am, Amazon would pay for it.
They will?
I mean, I hope so. It ain't nothing but some mud. You acting like I hit your house or something. Like, what did I mess up? But this lady over here harassing me.
I'm not harassing
You are, ma'am.
you.
You are harassing me, ma'am. I
I'm
already told you what the situation was.
I'm on my own property. I can stand here. I'm not in your face. I'm taking pictures.
Okay, so this Karen was really entitled and basically she was in a rush and she was on a flight. This Karen was in a rush, which meant she wanted the flight to land immediately, and what I mean is she literally asked them to land the flight immediately. That obviously wasn't going to happen, which made this Karen lose her cool and threaten everybody on the flight. This Karen thought that she could threaten everybody, claiming that she will kill them if they do not land the plane right there and then without repercussions. Instead, this Karen was quickly put in her place when the staff had to get involved. Let's have a look.
I have a destination for this. I have a destination for myself, and I need to go there. I swear, if we don't land, I will kill everybody on this plane. I will kill everybody on this plane.
Thanks for watching, guys, and if you have enjoyed today's episode, please remember to subscribe and to turn notifications on.